day, another time to make money. Today's going to be a little bit short, however, only because I'm going to be shutting down on our fuel solution, and then I'm going to put it in a running late status. As of right now, that's a big Tim Hortons, jeez. As of right now, I'm going to set it to, the actual time I would be there. But until I get actual feedback off of what this storm that supposedly is coming in, I'm gonna just set it right now for the original time I will be there. They want this load there at like 8 o'clock in the morning, which it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at all. And then they want me to commit to this next load here from PA to PA. It's only a 4-hour drive, but it's a 6:30 in the morning live unload on Friday, and it's like I'm not going to commit to that because I'm not even too sure how tomorrow's going to look. So over here messaging me telling me to commit, and it's like I'm not going to commit. Like, sorry, but I'm not going to commit to something that I know I'm not going to be able to do, dependent on what the weather is like tomorrow. They have currently majority of PA as a tier 4 status, like I said and explained to you guys earlier. Tier 3 semi-trucks are allowed to drive as long as they have chains and as long as they're not double loaded. But tier 4 is a restriction to every single CMV. Doesn't matter what you are, semi-truck, box truck, doesn't matter. You cannot drive on the highway. So currently, because my path takes me on I-80, no, not this one. My bad. Because this route takes me on I-80, it's currently they have it set as a tier 4 restriction that starts at 10. So, and if that's the case, then, or not 10, sorry, it was at 10, but they pushed it back to midnight. So, like I said, dependent, because they're calling snow showers from 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. Well, I won't be able to roll at 4 because my 10-hour reset won't come back until 6 because I'm shutting down at 8:20. So at 6:20, that's when I'm able to roll again. That's when my 10-hour reset's up. So because of that, dependent, like I keep, I'm gonna keep saying it, dependent on how this storm goes, if it's as bad as they're saying it is, and I look at the map tomorrow morning when I wake up, and it's still at its tier 4, I'm not moving. And I'm gonna have to extend that, running late status, but it all depends on what happens, come tomorrow. But, anyways, well, if it does stop at 1 p.m., 2, 3, 4, let's X that out real quick. Just so I can get a nice comprehensive, yeah, it's about a 4-hour drive, so 2, 3, 4, 5. How to get there around 5 be able to even do that one because although, yes, it picks up anytime from noon to 8:30. I'm not going to be doing a night drive like that. Like, no. I'm sorry. You know, I get there, give or take, around 6, 7 o'clock at night. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's already 11 o'clock, which means my 10-hour won't be reset until 9. So, no thank you. So I'm not even going to respond to it. They can go ahead and bombard me with those messages, but I'm not responding to it. Yeah. Yeah, look at all that snow that you could be jumping in. I'm sorry. We still got 2 hours 50 left. And then depending on tomorrow, babes, you get to jump in nice fresh snow. But yesterday was not too bad. It wasn't too bad yesterday. I mean, I took the day off because I just, my mental, like, my brain was about to explode. As what I felt like. So, you know, I pretty much spent most of the day, you know, chilling with, you know, Stella, letting her play in the snow, you know, get her zoomies out so she could be tired at night time. And because of the area that I was parked at, I didn't park at the mall like I thought I was going to do. I parked over at the strip mall that's like right next to the mall, which wasn't too bad because like where I was parked is like a supermarket, but all you people out in Massachusetts, dude's probably doing 90. Jesus. And this is why people die. And that's exactly why. You're doing 90 in the 55 mile per hour zone. You want to go ahead and get around me, illegally get around me, going up a curb, like, this is why people die. Natural selection. That's how I see it. And this is why I'm no longer a medic, because of my thoughts on a lot of these people on how they drive. But anyways, so as I was saying, I parked pretty much behind a grocery store, and everybody who knows of Big Y, it's pretty much like Big Y, but it was not Big Y, obviously. But, you know, inside they had a lot of food courts, like food options inside that are made fresh. Like they had this sub place. They call it the old-fashioned subs, which I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good for my first time having that. It wasn't too bad. So, but, and then this morning, no, not this morning. Well, I mean, technically, I had my last ration in the truck, which was a Pop-Tart. Yes, ration. But they also had this burger joint, like, towards the end of the strip mall, right next to the frozen yogurt place. I went there, and their burgers weren't that bad. I mean, it wasn't, like, too greasy, but it wasn't, like, you know, slipping all out of the bun. Like, it stayed pretty much intact majority of the time. Well, all of the time. It wasn't slipping out. So, I was more or less shocked about that. And of course, it has some people, dude, some people, yeah, box truck, ain't Thank you, buddy. Yeah, but that burger joint wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. And I mean, I know, like, you've seen me wake up, or well, technically start my video at a truck stop and everything, and I live off of truck stop food and this, that, and the other. You know, it's not like every single time that I do that. Depending on where the load's going, I'd be shutting down, you know, near Walmart or at a strip mall, or, you know, somewhere that can actually accompany me for the night. I just have to get creative, especially for bathroom usage, because obviously these stores aren't open 24/7. So I'd have to pretty much have a last bathroom break before they close, depending on what store I went to. Like yesterday, I went to one of the Burlington Coat Factory, and I walked directly to the restroom. You know, wasn't stopping or anything, and I tried to open the bathroom door, and it had a keypad lock. I was like, "Is this for customers or employees? Like, what is this?" And so I popped my head out, and one of the employees come, and she's like, "You need to get in." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm more or less like, this is the first time I've seen a keypad lock on a bathroom door." But I mean, then again, I'm pretty, because it was in Buffalo. No, it was Rochester, or outskirts technically of Rochester. So I mean, I'm pretty sure they experienced a lot of theft that way, so that's why they did it. You know. Damn. Some of these houses, though, out here, I'm out now in Great Valley, New York. Some of these houses, dude. If I had the money to buy one of these houses, like, I would rather have a house with a lot of rooms instead of little rooms. Only because I'm just one of those people who are caring, and if any of my friends need a place to stay or crash the night, I don't know how low this bridge is. But I mean, if there's no sign, that means that I'm good. Yeah. But yeah, I'd rather have a room or a house that has a little bit more rooms than a standard, you know, family-sized house. You know, if I could buy a multi-family complex, I would. I'll just open up one of the walls, make that my room. But I think next month is when I'm gonna. Well, essentially, I am moving. But I'm staying in my house. But I'll be taking over my grandmother's portion of the house. So our house pretty much is two houses in one. To the point, like, they couldn't, the people who surveyed our land and, you know, was inspecting during the whole build process for my grandmother's portion, they told us we couldn't do it because of the fact that they were afraid that we're going to use it as a sub house, as in, like, we're rented out to another person. Which, no, we're not, but whatever, you do you, boo. And so pretty much ever since then we stopped. No, ever since then they started taxing us for that portion, which then kind of like told us that, okay, cool, well then they accepted the house as is. But my grandmother, who passed away back last May, obviously isn't using that portion anymore, so I'll be moving down there as a result of me signing a contract saying in 5 years I'd be owning the whole entirety of the house. So plus it just gives me a break from the main house, you know. It's just I try to keep things clean in that house, and it gets to the point for me where I just stopped caring, because no matter how many times I try to clean and I leave for work, you know, leave for trucking, and I come back to an absolute disaster, and it's like, dude, what, you know, why are we leaving the house in shambles like this? Like, I don't feel comfortable enough even inviting any of my buddies over because of how the house looks. So I'm more or less glad that I'll be, you know, it's sad, but also kind of good that I'll be getting my own quote-unquote apartment. That's technically what that section of our house is an apartment. But if all goes good, then I'm moving down there. But that's, you know, that's the perks of being able to make more money than a minimum wage job. You know, it's just, that's how I see it. Oh, it's a four-way stop. All right, that works out perfectly. No, we're not done driving, baby. I'm sorry. But anyways, I don't know. It has me going on these back roads. It doesn't even want me to. I mean, then again, to get onto 80, I have to take these back roads. Like, if I took 90 to 80, it'd be longer. Which, yay. Which, let me take a look at. See if there's a new plan. Nope, no plan. All right. This is the shortest. See, that's what I want to do one day. I'm a man of many jobs. If you don't know me, you know, I started my career out as a BOH for Chick-fil-A, which in kitchen terms, that's back of house, I was the cook. Which that only lasted about a year, give or take. And then I started working security at Six Flags, and that was pretty much the only job I've held the longest, because it was about 4.5, 5 years I worked there. And then on the off seasons, because we don't do what, like, Six Flags New Jersey, I forgot what they call theirs, but the Six Flags in New Jersey, we closed during the winter season. And so during the winter season, I got a little side gig, and it was pretty much like a 1099. And I worked over at the UMass Amherst College with their games like hockey, basketball. I never did their football season because that's the season when Six Flags was open. But total amount of security I've worked was about 7 years, 8 years. That's a combination of, you know, college and Six Flags. And then after that, I became a tow truck. Nope, I became a medic for a construction site for BDL no, I'm not going to work with you guys if you guys are going to keep screwing me on my hours. So then, legitimately, the day that I quit, I came back the next morning as a construction site worker, driving the articulated dump trucks and front loaders. And I did that for about 6 months because they pink slipped me, but with no return date. So, pretty much they, like, under the table fired me, in a way. Don't know why. Nor do I care, honestly. And so when they pink slipped me during the winter season, I started working as a tow truck driver. It wasn't too bad. It was just, they expected us to pick up a vehicle, mind you, like a vehicle with no tires. They expected us to pick a vehicle up in 15 minutes. Alright, well, minus all the paperwork and all that stuff, now I only have technically 8 minutes to pick this vehicle up. Well, now I've got to find a proper look point so I can drag the car up on the bed where there goes, now I have 2 minutes. By the time it's on the bed, now I got to find proper ways to connect it to the, or strap it down to the bed of the truck so I don't get pulled over by DOT. Well, now I'm over like a couple minutes, and the manager just wasn't pleased and all this, and it's like, dude, you expect us to pick these cars up in a certain amount of time when technically can't. Like I don't like that sound. I don't know if you guys heard that sound, but I think I know exactly what happened. Because the way that they loaded this trailer was stupid as hell. They double stacked it in certain portions, and then they threw like a portion of it on top of the double stack and not secured it. So if I go too, if I got it or break it or anything, or you do it like an emergency brake in the truck, whatever's on the third stack, on top of the third stack, is going to slide off. So I don't know if that just happened, but I can't really check because this is sealed. So, well. Anyways, so where was I? Oh yeah, so the manager was pretty much beefing and everything, and then I got injured on the job. Not necessarily. Well, Jesus. I got injured on the job. Not on the job, but due to the job. I started feeling it when I was going home, so then they classified it as a non-work injury, which I should have said it started happening at the job, so I could start getting work as not. But you know what? Whatever. To one's their own. And so I went, and the doctor was like, yeah, you need to put on light duty orders. So he put me on light duty orders. The manager completely avoided it and, ignored it. So I left because of that reason. Then I did a little side detailing job as a detailer. And I was going to work, because then that's when, I worked with him for a couple of months throughout my surgery. So I even worked with him when I was told not to work because my arm was in a cast, which I'm pretty sure why it's still messed up. Because I ignored doctor's orders. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to get another job. It's not because, you don't pay me enough, because he was paying me enough. But, I told him it's a night shift job, so, I work night shift and come to you, and then leave a little early so I can get some rest, and then, so I can have a double income. He's like, yeah, no, that's actually pretty smart. Well, I said, I got that job, and the first night that I worked there, you know, I told him, I was like, hey, give me, you know, a couple of days to acclimate to this. So pretty much I wasn't going to be working with him for a couple of days. And he's like, yeah, no, that's fine. Well, the first day that I came back home, I get a text message from a buddy of mine that worked next door from him, and he's all, you know, trying to talk about me in a bad way, and it's like, cool, alright, I'm not going back there. And then, so I joined the news company, yada yada, manager was a racist, try and find any way, shape, or form to fire me because I was friends with Hispanics and African Americans. And so I made a report against them. Of course, that report goes nowhere because everyone's buddy-buddy there. And, well, I left because of that. And I was like, you guys aren't going to fire me. I'm going to leave on my own terms. So, that is what I did. Now I'm here. So a quick little story about me, and I'm pretty sure that just took like majority of the time up. So I don't know, because I don't know, I can't really see like exactly how long I've been talking to you guys. I mean, I could go to the app and check exactly how long I've been recording, but then again, that's a first bear sign. Then again, I'm driving, and I try to keep off my phone or any tablets while I drive, just so I can keep my eyes on the road. Dude, it's 55 miles per hour. Let's go. Come on, Sacramento. Let's go. Come on. Vamonos, let's go. That's a door thing, right? That's, you know, door explorer. Yeah, I think so. But, it's not a Sacramento. That's just a Honda CRV. No, that's a Pilot. Honda Pilot. Yeah, perks of being a tow truck driver, you can identify every single vehicle. I might be wrong here and there, but majority of the time it's like 80% true, 80%, you know, correct. But anyways, like I said, I'm pretty sure just my whole life story took up majority of the time. So, yeah, thank you. Oh, now it's deer this time, not bear. Okay. Anywho, I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll probably keep you guys updated on the whole storm tomorrow and let you guys know, like, this is party trucking out here in the Northeast, you know. But I'll see you guys on the flip side.